Pay
man.
the Hustle podcast, man. Very special episode today. You got Big Unc right here. You got LJ. You got Marte. The special guest we have today, man, is very near and dear to my heart, man. I call him my nephew. He really my little cousin. We two. His mama is like my sister. We were raised like sister and brother. We first cousins. But we have the young man Khamari Brooks. He just committed to UGA yesterday to follow his collegiate dreams and play college football. Man, we appreciate you taking out the time to come kick it with the Pay the Hustle Kane, man. How you
Yep.
doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
Who gonna start it off? I got all the questions, but I'll let y'all pop it off.
Well, listen, man. First of all, let me express. First of all, congratulations. You know
Thank
what I'm saying? Being a top athlete, I'm pretty sure it went hard. The closest I got to it was my little brother right here, Tay, man. Obviously probably a little before your time, but coming up, that was the man in the Athens area right there. So get my flowers right there, like always. But man, I wanted you at Bama. I ain't gonna lie, man. I sure wanted you down there, man. And I don't know how much you can say, but I want to know, what was the difference? What made you say, okay, I'm staying at the house?
they're both great programs, to be honest. It was a really close decision. Like, it was closer than a lot of people believe it was. Like, a lot of people don't believe it was that close. They think it was like Georgia blew it out of the water. So, like, it came down kind of to my decision. But I mean, they're very similar programs when it comes to the way they do things. Like, we have like two programs that's at the top. They both gonna do things alike. They ain't gonna do too much that's very different. But really, thing I would say just the way that I was recruited. I was recruited like very hardly at Georgia. So I was definitely recruited very hard at Bama too. But I just feel like Georgia recruited me like harder than they did. They like canceled other players' OVs. Like, I was the only recruit like throughout their whole process. So I feel like that was the biggest difference that my recruitment that really set me apart from like Bama, I would say.
I respect that. I respect
Okay, I'm gonna read something to you that I got from a very close partner at Georgia. It says, natural born leader, athletic ability aside, he has a level of maturity that makes certain he will translate to the level of our play fast. Can do everything he's asked of. Defensively, he's the best football player, and his best football is ahead of him. He will be a cornerstone piece here for a long time. You don't win back-to-back state championships for no reason. Kid is a winner, and now he's going to do it at the highest level. So hearing that type of praise about you, how does that make you feel?
I'm very excited, that somebody that I guess watches my game or kind of know what I do has a high praise in me that shows the stuff that I've put in or the work that I've put in and the part that I've shown throughout my whole process to put that on stage, but to win those back-to-back state championships. So I feel like it feels very exciting that somebody believes in me like that, and they feel that I could be my best balls ahead of me, that I haven't even cracked the surface of what I could be as a football player.
Definitely. Tell you got something.
Yeah, that's major, man. And I want to congratulate you again, like the boys did, from going to Bama. I went to the SEC myself, but I went to South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I went to a state championship in high school. But unlike you, I didn't win. I came up a little short. So, man, congratulations on that, bro. I know that'll take you. You remember that for a long time. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you're gonna win a lot more, and stuff is gonna, mean a lot more to you. But that's one thing that I can always look back on and be like, dang, I came up short. And, you got two of them, probably going to get you three of them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to speak into it in existence. And congratulations on that. But,
But that'll be four. That'll be four. He got two basketball. We trying to go back to
oh, yeah,
back
yeah,
state in
yeah. Right,
football
right,
this
right,
year.
right. Right. Damn. Shit, that'll be for so that's crazy. You gonna you finna run out of fingers, boy. You finna run out of fingers. Hey, especially when it's all said and done, you ain't your little chain and just start just racking them up. But
Just put them on there. Just put them on there.
I mean, like I said, I graduated way, way back, bro, like 2011. So obviously, I wasn't around when the NIL and all those things. So, like I was telling LJ before we had you, I was like, man, I just want to know, like, what's the recruiting process like nowadays? Because, like, when I was coming out, it was kind of similar, to be honest, but it was a little more, under the table, if that makes sense to you, than what y'all got going on nowadays. So I just want to know, um, like how many official visits did you take and stuff like that?
I only took two, but now I know you used to be able to only take five. I think they changed that rule a couple of years ago, so now you can take a limit.
Right.
I can take as many visits as I
Yeah.
wanted to, if I really wanted to. But I feel like as a recruit, at some point, like an OV gets kind of tiring. It's almost repetitive, kind of what they do. You have meetings, eat, but
Mm-hmm.
so like I feel like if you're able to take an unofficial visit, you better than me because I feel like at some point that kind of gets repetitive. But because like
Right.
you don't feel like you go to that many schools, I would say like you got a couple schools that you really think you believe you go to. I feel like you start
Mhm.
taking those
Mm-hmm.
other ones now, it just gets to the point. Oh, I'm just taking this just because.
And
Just
see,
because,
with
yeah.
you to have, like, it was a gift and a curse for you. You was a blessed to be able to be wanted by so many schools, but the curse was tired of these interviews. I'm tired of hearing the same thing. Ripping and running, taking away from your personal life and getting, what I mean, just I know it was a little too much on you at one time. But the question I got for you is, being that this summer was the first summer in, I would say, probably 3 years you hadn't played basketball. Have you seen your development get a little higher this particular offseason since you was able to lock in on just football?
Yeah, since I was definitely able to actually lock in, like actually training, like doing like perfecting my craft and things that I seen witnesses in my game, I definitely
Mhm.
seen progress in my game. Like even watching myself at practice, the way that I feel out there playing, like dropping the coverage, stuff like that, running different route, even though I'm not going to cause a play offense, I've definitely seen a big development in my game, and I feel like I just move more fluidity throughout my game because I just feel like I've had time to actually work on that part of my game, other than having to play basketball in the summer.
You was able to keep them few little pounds on you too this summer. I know you
Yep.
gained a little weight. You was able to keep the weight on you this summer. So I'm
Yep.
I'm very excited to see that. Just by, I used to tell people, I said, what y'all don't realize is he's never had a chance to just lock in on straight football. I said he's gonna be a whole nother monster when
Right.
when he's able to just hone in on the look, like he's like y'all heard him say the weaknesses he's seen in his own game. You don't hear a lot of players talk like that. You know what I mean? So
Right.
he's mentally where he needs to be. You know what I mean? So when you can find your own weaknesses and hone in on that, I'm very excited to see what this year is gonna hold for him.
Um, I want to know. And I'm pretty sure, like, of course, you're going early. I'm pretty sure your fall semester next year will be your last year. High, that's it for high school.
Yep.
But now correct me if I'm wrong. I heard you only like 55 points from 1,000 points in
Yep.
basketball. So, do you really want to? You really want to get into that, or you just gonna say, "All right, I gotta go on and go." Do it. Do you kind of want to do it, or you just like it is what it is?
Nah, that's every partner wants to do it because that's a big accomplishment. I feel like getting that 1,000 points. Like I've done a lot of things at the school. I've kind of seen it in my name and like the history of that school. Getting that 1,000 was definitely a big part. I've already told myself like if I'm done with football at the time, I'm still in school. Like still in school, still like it's
Try to
not. I
get
haven't
them
got to that second
55.
semester. I'm gonna go out there and play those couple games since I get to that 1,000. But if we have no time and I'm gonna head on, then I'm just go out there. But Coach Uribe, like Georgia coach, already said the same thing. He like he's cool with me following me going out there, get those last couple points so I can get that 1,000. I'll be done
Yeah.
after that.
And
Yeah,
you
what's
bringing
up?
up you bringing up the rebate, man. Just from me being in with you, sometimes you going on your visits to Georgia and stuff. Like he's a player, real players coach, man. Like Deribe is a solid dude in my book. You know what I mean? We spoke before. You know what I mean? He's just real solid. Like how do you look forward to him coaching you, and what do you like about his coaching style?
Really look forward to coaching by him. He's had guys that made it to the league, and that's the ultimate goal. And then they make it to the league, get your degree, and keep going playing, get your career past that. But very excited to get coached by him. He knows what he's supposed to do, know how guys supposed to look to be able to get to that level. So when it's time to go on Saturday, that they're ready to go. I feel like he's could go any player anywhere in the country and coach. Everybody's probably wanted him to run, so he probably had better job. But there's a reason he chose to stay at Georgia. That's a really big part of the reason I came to come here too, because he showed that he really stick here. He loves the place and the culture that they're building over there. So very excited to be able to get coached by him.
And that's what's up. And
Yeah.
I
Man,
heard this.
So,
I heard. Go ahead, Tay. I'm gonna
go
piggyback
take.
on something I heard him say.
well, I got two parts to this question. Because like LJ said, you'll be graduating early. Something that I did too. I graduated after my senior season, in the fall, going into the spring. But my first part of it is what made you want to commit so early? Because we all know, you could have kind of took your time and really milked it out or whatever. But what made you want to go ahead and do it?
I'm so locked in, or going back to back, like you said, getting that four-state championship from my school, going back to back. That's something that a lot of people get to do. So you going, if you still trying to figure out where you're going throughout your whole throughout the whole season, you're sitting there having to contemplate in your mind, oh, okay, I gotta still look at try to find this about this school. You lock down before the school start, you really locked in just straight football. You locked in just straight being with your guys and be able to work and get better at that. You have something else in your mind, now you kind of get unfocused. The focus isn't on playing football, the focus is on, oh, where am I spend the next 3 or 4 years of my life? I feel like I don't owe that to the team or owe that to the players that been around me that's gonna be putting the same work that I am to try to have it on my mind still. Get it off my mind early so now I can really lock in and be in the moment and just stick with those guys.
That's dope.
Yeah. So
That's
basically,
dope.
you saying you still got that same fire, that same hunger that you had before y'all ever had a state championship or before you ever had an office. This is what it sounds like to me. That's what you saying.
Yeah, I mean, if you get that first 10%, very exciting. But I feel like now everybody's have a target. We have a target on our back throughout the whole season. Everybody looking to knock us off, but we just go take that. We ain't gonna be like, oh, we won state last year, so we just gonna be giving everything. Nah, we just gonna come in there with the same mindset we had before we won this thing. Before we, kind of start getting to North Laconia and actually winning, we gonna have the same mindset. Go 1-0 every week, just get to that big stage and win in the end.
Okay, yeah, nah, that makes sense.
Hey, how
All
much
right, now
did you talk to other recruits, like other top guys, that might commit to Georgia with you? Did that
Uh,
play a role too?
Oh yeah, I definitely like you said. I've talked to I don't know probably like half the like the players at the school. There's a guy that goes to my school that committed to Georgia last year. That's on the team right now named Landon. He was been best friends for a long time, so he texts me in like every day trying to get me to commit there. Like we literally talk all
Right.
the time. But there's definitely a lot of different guys on the team. Like Nolan Smith texts me, Robert Bill texts me. Those are two guys in the NFL right now. Those two guys hit me up. A lot of different players on the team. I mean, CJ Allen hit me up. All the outside linebackers. So a lot of guys up there, text me and just say, "Get it done. We ready to come on and build to Georgia."
That was up, man. That was
okay, and I heard you say something about get that degree. For one, have you decided on what you may major in, and how important is that degree to you?
I think it was sports medicine, or I can't figure out the other one. That's
Is
another
it
good
sports
one that
management?
kind of
Is it
yeah, sports management.
sports management?
There's another one that I forgot. It's like sports I don't know what it's called to be honest with you, but yeah, it's a big part. My mom's really she ain't gonna let you slack off of school. That's how my mom is. If you ain't got all
Yeah,
A's, it's gonna be a problem. So
yeah,
I would definitely
4.0. He has a
keep that
4.0, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all don't know that, he's a real student athlete.
same mindset going because you can't slack off. You slack off of your grades, coach could be on you now. It ain't gonna be your mom. It's gonna be your coaches. You gonna lose playing time for that. So definitely stay locked in on my schoolwork, so I can don't have to worry about that when it comes to game time.
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, man, listen. First of all, shout out to your mama. I didn't see, like I said, man, I was side by side with my brother right here, so I know how hard it is to raise an athlete who highly recruited and people beating at your door every day. So pretty sure she gonna see this. So from me to you, Carla, hey man, I salute you. I'm talking about you doing it. You doing your thing, and she gonna pop it every Saturday, Friday night after the game. Man, that lady, hey man, she keep it going. That's to me, I think that'd be the best part. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? When you got that's your number one fan. You know what I mean? So shout out to you and her, man, for doing what y'all doing because Athens area we really need it. You know what I'm saying? We really need all the press we can get about the athletes out here. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
we got you and we got other guys who I feel like they just need to look. And I tell guys, man, okay, you know what North Oconee gonna do, but they come to see Khamari. Hey, go out there and stand out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got the ball. They come to see him. So I just salute you for all that. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine, all of that. So going to Georgia, we looking to play the edge, outside back, or what we doing?
Uh, To be honest, it's more like it's called this jack position, but I guess it's kind of you say it's air outside linebacker. But they believe that I'm going to be able to do a lot of different things, so I'm not going to be just a third down guy. They believe I'm going to be a four down guy to be able to do a lot of different things. That's kind of go play inside, spot a quarterback, rush on that need to rush, drop in coverage, play man and man sometimes. But I pride myself in being versatile. That's kind of how I pride my whole game around. So they believe that I'm going to do a lot of stuff, but I say my main thing is going to be right there on that edge, that jack kind of
That's
position.
it. Sounds like someone they had Nolan doing when he was there.
Yeah, kind of about that same thing, kind of what he did
Oh
when he
yeah.
was able to move around a lot, kind of like Jalen Walker, that Noah Smith role, where those guys got
Yeah,
to get used in a lot of different
Oh
places
yeah,
throughout
yeah.
the
You finna,
defense.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Them two names went. They in the league, so you know what I mean. You in good. You in
Yeah.
good
Went
company.
high, went high
Yeah, you
for
you
sure.
you in good company with that comparison. Hey, salute
Yeah.
that for real. Any
I'm gonna
more
end it
questions,
off.
man?
Yeah, I'm gonna just end it off on this one because we had you for 15 minutes. We appreciate you once again getting in here. I want to know your personal goals for this senior season And obviously, the team goal is to win a national championship. But is there anything personally that you're trying to achieve that you didn't do last year?
I feel like I've achieved a lot of stuff from my high school. I feel like now it's just winning that 4A state player of the year. I think that's the kind of the only goal that I really don't have on my like plate that I feel like I need. But I don't really like to set like personal goal for myself. Like obviously everybody be like I want this many amount of tackles, this many amount of sacks. But I've been a team player my whole life, so I feel like it's gonna be locked in, just win that state championship. That's the biggest thing I want to do.
That's dope. That's dope.
That was so. That was so.
Yeah.
That was so.
Hey
Hey,
man, but
I
like I said,
salute you,
we
man.
appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
We salute you, man. Hey, wish you nothing but success in the
Yep.
future, man. Your little cousin sitting right here trying to get on the podcast, watching you, man. But like I said, we salute you. Appreciate you spending the time with us,
Yep.
man. We're gonna keep following you. You know, I'm gonna see you
Yep.
anywhere.
Yeah, man. Good luck with everything, bro. I'm gonna be following
Yeah,
you too, bro.
Appreciate that.
I
Appreciate
probably
you, boy.
see you at the game in October. When Bama come to town?
September.
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 Yeah, we'll be there. I see you. I'm gonna see you.
All right, boy.
Appreciate you,
Appreciate you.
man.
Love you, man. You just click
Yeah.
off of it.
Hey,
All right.
That
Yeah,
was all
man.
right right there.
Once if you just clicking in or just catching up, man, we just had 4-star Georgia recruit Khamari Brooks checking in with the Pay the Hustle, man. We got a couple more athletes that man, we appreciate y'all tuning in for another episode of Pay the Hustle podcast, man. You know, we had the young gun, Khamari Brooks, checking in, newly Georgia commit from North Oklahoma High School in Bogart, Georgia, man. Hey, man, like it, subscribe it, share it, man. We're gonna keep bringing you good content, man. Pay the Hustle. We are out of here, man.